It changed the trajectory of my career. 2 rejections. Yeah, 2. I applied for the AWS All Builders Welcome Grant, got rejected. Applied again, got rejected. And then in 2025, on my 3rd attempt, I got it. This is not a free trip. Two rejections. Yeah, 2. I applied for the AWS All Builders Welcome Grant, got rejected. Applied again, got rejected. And then in 2025, on my 3rd attempt, I got it. So I went to AWS reInvent in Las Vegas, and it changed the trajectory of my career. If you're watching this and you have been rejected, or you are afraid to apply, or you think you are enough, this video is for you. I'm going to tell you exactly who is eligible, what the grant actually covers, what you are looking for, or what they are looking for, and what you should be looking forward to, and what I would do differently the 3rd time, or what I did differently the 3rd time I applied. So the applications for 2026 reInvent, the All Builders Welcome Grant, is valid till the 14th of July. So let's go. So first question, what is the All Builders Welcome Grant? The grant is AWS way of removing the financial barrier so early career builders can attend reInvent, which is the biggest cloud conference in the world. Yes, some people will argue, but it's the biggest cloud conference in the world. Over 60,000 people meet up in Las Vegas. 5 days of sessions, workshops, keynotes, networking, and hands-on building. So what does this grant cover? A full conference pass. That is access to everything, to keynotes, to breakout sessions, to talk, to hands-on labs, to expo halls, all of it. Wherever you want to go there, whatever place you want to visit, all the expo areas or all the events or all the locations for the grants, for the AWS reInvent, this pass allows you to visit. And it's an all trip airfare to Las Vegas. All trip airfare, no matter where you are living in any part of the world, and you're given this grant. Your trip is paid for from your house to Las Vegas and back to your house. So, and also the grand topping for me is the hotel accommodations for 5 nights. For 5 nights, you're sleeping in, like, for me, a hotel room, you shall let me not go into details, 2 king size beds. Well, let me not over mesmerize myself, because sometimes I think about it, I'm still like, whoa, so good to be true. The view is mesmerizing, the environment, the food, everything. I'm telling you, the grant covers. The grant covers it all. And again, beyond the main conference, AWS Welcome Grant, the grantees get a special curated track, which means that if you receive this grant, you have a welcome event, PM meetup, mentorship sessions with AWS experts. I really enjoy this part with the experts. They made you feel normal and real. Because what they experience and the way they are down to earth, you really feel like, oh my God, it means I'm not insane. It means I'm not the only one. They went through it and they are at the top, and still with the level of humility they bring to the table. I tell you, I look at them, I just wanted to embrace all of them and tell them, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have interview workshops, you have career development sessions, and they are all exclusive to the cohort. You are not just attending, you're being invested in. It's not enough that this amazing organization, community, tells you that I'm going to pay for your fare, your flights, I'm going to feed you, I'm going to give you where to sleep. But they also say that I'm going to teach you, give you self-confidence, give you an amazing time. Eh? Tell me, why won't you apply? Even if you're applying for the fourth time, it's worth applying for. So, and bear in mind, this is not a free trip. It's not a free trip. This is an investment. AWS is making it in you. They're investing in you because they believe you will do something meaningful with these assets. And I bet you everyone that has gone there, including myself, I told you, it changed the trajectory of my life. Everyone that has gone there has come back different. But how do you show up with a difference? Okay, so question number 2. So if you're all hyped now, right, what it is, say, oh no, I know what it is now. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Now, your next question should be, am I eligible to apply? So let me break down the eligibility so there is no confusion. Number 1, you must be at least 21 years old by November. Or let's say by the time the grant is 21 years old, let's leave that. I'm not very clear on when you should be, but you should be at least 21 years old. Now, number 2, you must be within the first 5 years of your technology career. If you transition into tech like I did, I came from over a decade in banking and customer-facing roles. That clock starts from when you entered tech, not from when you got your first degree in whatever department. It's when you enter tech. Now, there's something new for 2026. This year, AWS is also awarding a limited number of grants to university students who are actively preparing for a career in tech. If you are a student building groups, or let me say it differently, if you are a student builder, group leader, a former cloud club captain, I know one in Boya, hi Asong, or a student running workshops and study groups on campus, this is your door. It didn't exist before, it exists now. This is your door. Walk through it. It's not a window, it's a door for you. Please break down this door. Use this opportunity. Now, the third thing, number 3, who's eligible? You need to meet one of these criteria. Either you have faced unique barriers or disadvantages pursuing opportunities in tech, or your participations would help advance the mission of the program, which is about creating assets for underrepresented builders. Was that clear? So you know that you have experienced discrimination, or you have disadvantage, any barrier to pursuing an opportunity in tech, you can apply. Excuse me. So, and these are the things that you do not need. You must not have them. You do not need an AWS certification. I had my cloud practitioner and my associate when I got rejected for the second time. So it's not like a prerequisite that if you have it, they're going to take you. No. You do not need years of industry experience. You do not need to be from a specific country. This is open worldwide. But I don't know, this is what I found out from research. Maybe some things have changed due to some political activities, I'm not so sure. But as of now, this is what I can say. Things might change and I might come to adjust this information. You do not need to currently be employed in tech. No, you don't need that. The grant is not asking how impressive are you. That's not what it's asking for you to apply. It's asking, will these assets change your trajectory? And would you do something meaningful with it? It's like if I give you this thing, what will you do for it? Don't come prepared. Come hungry. That's what they're saying. In other words, come hungry. Come saying that I need you to achieve this. So they should be like the bridge that if you cross through this, you're going to achieve amazing things that will say that, oh, you did so good because of this program. And that's exactly the essence of the All Builders Welcome Grant. Now, what are they actually looking for the grants? Now, here's where I want to be honest. Where I've been honest before, but I want to be like very serious here because this is where most people get it wrong. I got it wrong the first time and the second time partly, but the third time I nailed it. The application has essay questions, usually around 500 words each. I think there should be more of it, but an essay question means I have to really be very elaborate. This is where you win or you lose. It's not your resume. It's not your certification. Your story and your intention is what matters here. Here is what a strong application should demonstrate. Passion that's backed by action. Action-oriented passion. Don't tell them you love cloud. Show them. Have you built projects? Have you organized a meetup? Have you written a blog post? Have you helped someone else get started? Passion without proof is just words, and they see through the words. Everyone that is action-oriented can just see through anyone that is just about to throw words here and there, and they see through it because they're intentional. They're not superficial. Now, the AWS is a community, so they're community-oriented. Now, they need to see some community impact. This is not about you alone. Have you used what you know to help others? And how will you share what you learn at reInvent when you return home? And how you share what you learned at reInvent should be seen in what you are sharing now or what you have shared in the past. They want multiplier, someone that says that, oh, I'm doing this with less. If you give me more, I'm going to multiply my results. People will take this experience and pour it into their communities, and that's exactly what it's all about, to pour it into people. Because they're pouring into you. You know, we all know this, that they said that let your cup overflow. So they're going to fill your cup. And when they fill your cup, with the overflow now, help people to start filling their cups or finding where their cups are. So, authenticity, right in your voice. Everyone is unique. Your voice is unique. Tell your story. Don't try to sound like a senior architect. If you are a career changer, say it. If you face financial barriers, say it. If you are the first person in your family in tech, say it. The program was designed for people exactly like you. People that are unique, people that come with their stories of originality, where you're from, where you're at, and where you're going to. Authenticity. And also, when answering the form, when answering the questions, what are we looking for? You have to use, we've all heard of the STAR methodology, right? Be concise and use the STAR method, which is like your situation, the task, the action, and the results. For each essay question, identify 2 or 3 key points and structure them clearly. Reviewers read hundreds of applications. So clarity wins. Clarity wins. You're very clear. Give them a situation, just let them live through your story. Let your story come alive. Let your stories come alive. And I'll add one more. Show what reinvent will unlock for you specifically. You. Don't be general. What will change in your career, your community, your goals? And bear in mind, you should already know who you are. Comes back to mentorship, comes back to purpose, intentionality. You should already know who you are and know that, oh, what I need is this, and this. Now, let me tell you a bit of what I believe happened to me during the applications. My first application, I think I focused too much on what I wanted to get. I want to attend. I want to network. I want to learn. I was all about me. I want. Yeah, there's no bad in wanting, but when you get it, how are you going to transfer it? It's very important. My second application, I improved, but I still wasn't specific enough about my community impact. I talked about wanting to help others, but I didn't show concrete evidence. The evidence was there, but it was not really speaking for itself. Like I was like the generalist, being among, but how did I stand out? I don't believe that I stood out. The third application, the one that got me accepted, I focused on what I would give back. By then, I had created Mentorship Matters Africa. I talked about the meetups I would organize, the talks I had given, the women I've mentored. I showed them that reinvent wasn't the destination, it was fuel for a mission I was already running. And I'm still running that mission. And the mission just keeps getting more interesting, amazing. And I wish I could have events every day. I wish I could pour out every day to people. So, if you are rejected, hear me on this. Rejection is not a verdict, it is redirection. Or it is like you going to learn the lesson. You haven't learned the lesson. That's why rejection is, or failure, whatever you want to call it. That you did not meet the criteria. Go again, do it again. You are not disqualified from reapplying if you were not accepted. The terms and conditions explicitly say if you are not selected for a cohort, you may reapply for subsequent cohorts as long as you are eligible. It took me 3 times. It may take you 2. It may take you just the first attempt. If you listen to me and it helps you in the first attempt, you pay attention. It will take you just this to just gather everything you have been doing. And if you listen to this and see that you are not ready, well, you might just apply, but bear in mind that maybe you're just wasting their time and your time. But now start gathering, start building up your artifacts. Start doing things intentionally. Find out who you are. Join Mentorship Matters Africa. Yeah, if you want to really know how to do this better, how to do you better. So next year when you're applying, if you're still eligible, you know that it's going to be an easy peasy process. You just give them value, tell your magnificent story, and bada bing, bada boom, you're accepted. Well, I don't know how that works, but I know that if you really do your best, meet all the conditions and tell your story, which each and every one of us has a beautiful story. Let's be able to tell it. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I'm not ready yet, I know I've said this before, good. That means you have time to prepare. Here's what you should be doing right now. So by 2027, your application is undeniable. Start building publicly. Build with intention. Pick a project, document it, blog about it on Dev Develop community. Link in AWS Builder Center. You don't need to build the next big thing. No, you need to show you're building, not just a consumer. Show that you're building something. Don't just be consuming. Is it not just boring to consume? No, when you give, the thank you get, I don't know, it's adrenaline to me. It's like a drug. Sometimes I even forget to post some of the thank you messages I get. The thank you get is amazing. The thank you get is really impressive. So, for everyone that hasn't yet, please get involved in the AWS community. Join the community builders program or join the waitlist, not the program, join the waitlist. Attend local AWS meetups. And it is not, if there isn't one near you, start one. Organize a cloud study jam. Contribute to forums. These are receipts that prove you're community engaged, prove that you're community oriented. And it's free. Do encourage you. You have everyone. They have thousands of people in this community ready to help you, ready to just look for someone that needs help. Because we are like waiting for help. I'm here. I will help. I will help. I will help. And you just see people just running towards you to help. So that should not be a problem. Earn at least one certification. It's not required, but the AWS Cloud Practitioner is the fundamental, and it demonstrates commitment. It tells the reviewers you're serious. If you have a valid certification when applying, it's a good thing. And if you don't, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Your activities in the community should speak for itself, because the certifications are not also free. You might also be someone that is struggling financially. You might not always get 100% free voucher, but show the interest, show what you're building. If you can use all the services, explain the services in a YouTube video, they'll say, okay, you know it, so let's still try to earn it. If you don't earn it, show that you know it. Start mentoring or teaching someone, even one person. Show that you already multiply knowledge before they invest in you. If you're a multiplier, who wouldn't want to invest in you? Say, oh, this person can multiply what I will give them. So you are a force of attraction then. As I always say, document everything. Document everything. Online is your resume, not what you put on a 2-page document. When it's time to write your essay next year, you will need specific examples. Keep a running list of your community contributions, your projects, your speaking engagements, your mentoring. Don't rely on memory for anything. Memory will always fail you. Sometimes I forget what I had for breakfast. So then imagine you trying to track everything you have done for the past months. So documentation is very encouraged at all levels. Now, this part is the one that hurts the most. This part is the most painful part. The visa reality. Visa. And most people that suffer from this are the Africans. Now, let's address this elephant in the room for my international community. Every year, people receive the AWS Welcome Grants but cannot attend because their US visa was denied. I've had a few people from Nigeria, Cameroon, and even some that are already in the UK but still weren't allowed to travel to Las Vegas. This is very disappointing. This is painful. I don't want it to happen to you. Even though I don't want it, I cannot still control the political situation. So here is what can help, right? AWS is clear. International applicants are responsible for securing their own visa. AWS recommends that you check with your local embassy on visa appointments timelines before you apply, not after you are accepted. Before applying, check on it to avoid some heartbreaks. So, and these are a few things I would advise, right? Start your visa research now, not when you get accepted. Now, go to the US Embassy's website in your country, understand the B1, B2 visa process, find out how far out appointments are being scheduled in your region. Some embassies have a 3 to 6 months backlog, so be on the safer side. Find out now. If you're in a country under the visa waiver program, like I think Australia, Japan, or most Western Yeah, Europe as well. Yeah, I did not have to. Mine was not really a prerequisite. I just had to get some ESTA approval. It's much simpler. So check whether your country qualifies, because now you're at two fronts. You get a grant and you don't get a visa, you're not going. At least make sure the visa process is clear, so when the grant comes, you have an easy process. Now, the All Builders Welcome Grant is real. It changed my career. It connected me with builders from every corner of the world, and it's waiting for someone exactly like you. Applications are open right now, and it closes on the 14th of July. So go to aws.amazon. The link is going to be here, right? And if you have been rejected before, I have been rejected twice. And I'm standing here because it didn't stop me. Rejection never stopped me. So if you're someone again struggling with rejection, hit me up and let's talk about rejection and tell you how awesome it is. Don't look at it negatively. Let's find the blessings in it. So don't stop. Don't stop. So I don't know if you know, but my name is Endah Bongo Awa. I'm an AWS community builder in the 4th year. And I believe the next AWS AWS All Builders Welcome grantee is watching, and this video is for you all. See you in Las Vegas. Go apply.